It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Kick off for Pittsburgh.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
At the 33.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a nice job here to down this one right on. The 5-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Ready? Block 80! Get the ball. Snickers, 66. Check. 22, 44. Let's go!
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Chase Claypool.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that would work well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell, the kick.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
On for the point after.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, his car race, motorcycle race, plane race, past him.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And that's caught inside the 35.
Ain't doing nothing.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. First carry for James Conner. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Stephon Tuitt. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd down. 3rd and 7.
On third down. Jackson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Fielded at the 33. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
23 yards to pick up there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
That's the score. Steelers 28, Ravens 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Raven.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Score, Steelers 28, Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go.
And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Now a dump off here complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Flushed out, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger taking it in. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
12-yard gain on the play.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. That's taken in by Callaway. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
At the 36-yard line.
Snell on the shotgun handoff. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
That's good.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
48 for Mike. Watch the run.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
On the carry for
that 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the fourth quarter. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
Right past the line of
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Side here, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 30.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that
run. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And this kick is not. In that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. For the Buccaneers, it's 1st and 10 at the 14.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. 18 Yo. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hey, let's go. 19 Lion.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Yeah, he's got it. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. Unsuccessful.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. That's caught at the 2. For a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Buccaneers.
John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
27.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guy.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 13 yards out, and the Bucs have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 41-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 50. The 30. 20.
Come on and get it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And follow position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. A handoff as they run the counter play. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And he knocks it through.
makes the score Titans 21, Buccaneers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the crossing route, complete. It's Griffin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Second and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down. Yards there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
58, come on. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. It's time to win. Win team. 58's the Mike.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
58 Mike. They can't hang with us. 58.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
For number 15.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 9-yard line.
So The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a handoff looking right. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. He's got a man, complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary. Maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him. And look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Brought down back.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here I come again. 18 Let's go, D. Let's do it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
And he finds his man, Griffin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
4 more yards.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea to try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Right here, guys.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this will be caught. Touchdown. This one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bucs, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to